Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dennis here. Welcome to this really long video about Beast Tamer. So, I haven't really been playing the game that much, but I recently just got internet back and I fixed a lot of problems like my housing issues, so I have a place to live now for the next month. So, with that in mind, I can finally, I can finally play the game a bit. So, it's double EXP and I decided to get some EXP multipliers. The first thing I do is I use the what is it called? The link skill, the Elven Blessing link skill, to teleport out of the Beast Tamer town, because that's the only way I really know how to get out other than doing the quest. I'm not sure if there's a way to just walk out, but I really just wanted to teleport out. So yeah, I didn't know about the burning character quest until my friends told me about it, so yeah. And my goal with the Beast Tamer was to get to 120, and after I got to 120 I logged off, but then I realized, oh wait, if I get to 130 I get a ring, so I logged back on and I got to level 130 later on. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. Right now you'll just look at my equips that I'm using. You know, I just withdraw some mesos, 10 million mesos, and I withdraw some of the random equips that are in my storage. I don't use them all because, you know, like I withdraw extras, a lot of extras, you know, like I withdrew like 6 rings and I only have 4 ring slots, so yeah, it's kind of weird for why I withdrew that many rings. And I withdrew a dex belt over there, a VIP belt that's got % dex, and I'm obviously not a dex character, so I'm not really sure what I was doing there. But yeah, just got some gears. Some people have been asking me just in regards to gears when you're training. They ask me like, do you need gears? And the answer is you really don't, because when you're training to like level 100 or 120 or whatever, you really don't need gears until you get to like Dimensional Invasion PQ. That's where I feel like you start needing some sort of gear to take it out faster. So that's like 140, but until then I feel like if you're completely unfunded, you're really good to go still, you know. As long as you have your character cards, you won't die that quickly, because then you'll have a lot of skill points, and yeah, it's all good. I put a lot of points into Leopard's Paw because I felt like that was the skill that I was going to use, but it turns out I used bear mode all the way through, hence my IGN little table flip. I preferred the bear mode anyways. So last time I played Beast Tamer, like a year ago whenever they got released, the Beast Tamer was just really laggy and I couldn't use the bear mode, but Nexon re-released it recently, and yeah, the bear mode got fixed and I was able to use it without lagging. Or maybe it's just because I got a gaming laptop, I'm not sure which one it is, but I didn't have problems with the bear mode this time, so that's good. This character is my burning character, so you'll see that I level up a bit insanely quickly, because every time I level, it amounts to 3 level ups, all the way until like 100 or something. I'm not sure what level the burning character thing ends at, but yeah. So the reason why I move my Beast Tamer a bit slow when I'm going through these maps is because I'm also moving a second computer, a holy symbol, a phantom. And the phantom's there just for speed infusion, because bear mode's attack is slow, and what is it, the other thing, what was it, of course holy symbol, that's what I was thinking about. So obviously you'd want holy symbol. But yeah, the EXP multipliers that I used an enjoyable winter. I was on double EXP from the card. I was also double EXP from the event. I was on the burning character buff, and Mercedes link skill, of course, that's what I used to teleport. I didn't have a pendant of the spirit. I didn't have you know, other things like green monster park extreme potions or blue ones. You know, I wasn't fully prepared per se, but it was just like one day I really just felt like doing it. And over there you see me going to the cash shop to buy a double drop card, or double EXP card rather. So we go into Legators. And for those that are curious of my training guide per se, I don't like moving my characters too much, and the reason why is mainly because I usually train with multiple computers at the same time. So what I prefer doing is I prefer not moving that much. So my training guide is from level 10 to level 46 you train at Legators. And you'll see, yeah, obviously when you're level 10 you shouldn't be able to hit them that well. I'm level 13, and just take a look at the EXP, like what happens when I kill one Legator, you know. Yes, it takes a while to kill, but when you get the kill, you'll see like the EXP just shoots up immensely. And I know I'm on high EXP multipliers, but even if you're on like 1 times EXP, you're good to go still. So my reasoning for bear mode, because I know a lot of people will be like, why did you go bear mode, why didn't you go leopard mode? Because yeah, you see I just level up different, killing 1 legator, kill 2 legators, kill a couple more, I just leveled up again. So even if I wasn't a burning character, I would have leveled up like 3 times normally. But the reason why you choose bear mode instead is for the reasoning of yeah, I'm level 22. It just keeps on going. But the reason why is because of what is it called? Because the monsters that you're training on aren't monsters that you can kill in 1 hit. So there are really 2 methods of training that I find, like actual killing monster training. The first method involves killing monsters that you can kill in 1 hit. And when you kill a monster in 1 hit, assuming you're unfunded and you kill it in 1 hit, you get a decent amount of EXP, and the whole I guess concentration, that's not the right word, the whole ideal of this training method is to increase the spawn rate with the Kana, and you see I am not using a Kana. So the first method I'd talk about is using a Kana to increase your spawn rate and killing a lot of mobs in 1 hit. So if I was doing that, I would have used the leopard, but I decided to go a different route where I just used bear mode and killed mobs, extra strong mobs, and I killed them slowly. And I feel like especially when you have this much EXP, it's worth it to do that, because when you kill 1 mob, your EXP really just ends up multiplying. So yeah, that's what I did there. So level 10 to 46, I went to legators, and from level 46 to level 70, I go to drakes, and I really enjoy going to drakes because, well, aside from the chaos wars that happen, I did get chaosed in this video, by the way. Aside from the chaos wars that can happen in drakes, especially on double EXP, I find that drakes are excellent because, well, they're drakes. They're pretty excellent. And even if it's a double EXP event, you know, you could like share a map, because there are 4 platforms. You can really share with 2 people, or you can share with like 4 people if really necessary. But yeah, it's pretty good. Even without like a Kana, you see, like this whole video I didn't use a Kana, so you don't really need a Kana per se. You don't really need Holy Symbol. You don't really need funding. You don't really need the EXP multipliers. I mean, it obviously will help a lot, but yeah, you don't really need them. So if you don't have them, don't be discouraged. You can still train even without them. So yeah, you can see usually I get to like level 30 before my Holy Symbol runs out. Like my Phantom casts Holy Symbol 1 time, and I usually get to level 30. Right now I'm like, yeah, the Beast Tamer is a bit slower in comparison with other characters that I can play. Like if I was playing a Luminous or a Hayato, I would get to level 30 before a Holy Symbol ran out. So yeah, and I guess, you know, I'm not like, this video is, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be sped up. It might be sped up a little bit depending on how much I have to talk about, because this video is pretty freaking long. I might have to split into 2 parts, I don't know, but yeah. I'm not exactly a power leveling pro or anything like that. I know I think Jin Smartboard, he says he's a power level god or something. Yeah, I'm not exactly that good at power leveling, but I feel like I get the job done, and that's good. But yeah, just going back for Holy Symbol, and thankfully when you're an extra high level like my Phantom is, the Phantom Mule that I have is level 175, you can keep it in the party and that Phantom won't leech any of the EXP, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed using the bear mode. What you'll notice is I haven't put any skill points in, which is kind of funny. So I'm still using 1 skill point on bear mode, and I'm still using like my normal SP. I haven't done anything yet. But before I leave this place, I decided to use a rune of swiftness, and I had a lot of fun with that, and you'll see that as well. It was pretty fun to use a rune of swiftness with the bear mode, because it removes all delay of the bear, and it just made it really fast and really fun, as well as increasing my EXP. I believe the rune of swiftness is not multiplied though. It only adds 2 times instead of multiplying it. But yeah, I decided to equip some of my good equips there. I had a prime scrolled nose, as well as a raccoon mask, which gave % luck and weapon attack, which really wasn't going to help me much, but I thought it was a cool mask to wear. So yeah, but the branch nose, of course, 100 all stats, that really helps a lot, and it doubled my damage right there. So whenever I decide to put my skill points in, yeah, that'll really be effective. But you can see the levels are starting to slow down, but it's still respectively quickly. I mean, respectively fast, of course, because it's double EXP. And yeah, I really get the job done there. Oh yeah, something else. I'm just looking at the drops, like the firepower coins. I believe I think you can get like 70 per day. I really want to get some damage skins from the store. I saw like the monotone damage skin, if you guys know what that is. It looks pretty freaking cool. And I guess yeah, if you have like a favorite damage skin, you know, tell me about it in the comment section below. I'd like to know what your guys' favorite damage skins are. My favorite is probably Keyboard Warrior because it just looks so neat. And the damage skin that I don't like the most, probably the Heart Balloon. Like, I don't know, like there are a whole bunch of skins I don't like the what is it called? Like the I don't know what it's called. That's how much I don't like it. But the Heart Balloon damage skin, even if you're hitting damage cap, I feel like it's really hard to read, and that's my problem with it. Like, it looks really cool. I like it. It looks cool, but I don't like how you can't read it. Like, if you're hitting damage cap, you should know you're capping because it should be pretty obvious. But it's really hard to read that skin, you know. Because I look at all these other. I was on Basil Market and I saw this pro Nightlord who uploaded a screenshot of him capping. And there's 170 ability points, and I decided to finally max out my skills. I contemplated for a second putting it in Leopard, but I was like, nah, let's go Bear. And I'm really glad I went Bear, because you'll see throughout the whole entire leveling process, the Bear mode definitely was the way to go, for me at least. It really depends again on your training method as well. I stated going Leopard or going Bear. And if you lag on Bear, because you know I don't really lag on it, but if you lag on Bear, you know, just like I did on my last Beast Tamer, I was forced to go Leopard mode, and I didn't enjoy it that much, but I did it anyways. So yeah. And my holy symbol is about to run out here. I'm just putting everything in, and after I click OK, and after I click the what is it called, the key config and everything, I notice, hey, what's that thing that's sparkling down there? And it's a rune of swiftness over there, and I'm just like, I have a good feeling about this, because I was about to leave, as I said, level 140, or level 46. That's when I usually go to Drake's, but I was like, nah, let's do this. So I used the rune of swiftness, and I rebuffed my holy symbol and everything, and the Bear mode was just like, it was fast. Like, it made everything feel fast. I was like, dude. And it really just, yeah, I really love that fire fart as well. Must be something that I really like about Maple Story farting, because I play a fire poison mage as well. But that Bear mode is so fast, and it was just like, it was so cool to just go through the whole map, because it felt like Leopard mode, but it was Bear mode. And yeah, of course, that whole farting thing is amazing. But yeah, as I was talking about the firepower coins, I haven't really been able to participate in all the events because of me being busy. But yeah, I finally got a chance. I leveled this Beast Tamer 3 days ago, actually, from the time that this video is going to be uploaded. So 3 days ago, that's when I uploaded it. And yeah, Beast Tamer, well, it's a fun character. I definitely had fun playing it. It's not the best leveling character, which is why I decided to make it my burning character to begin with, but I gotta say, you know, because this is the second Beast Tamer I made, as I stated, and I thought I was gonna be bored, but I was actually having a lot of fun with it, so that's good. So yeah, the Rune of Swiftness is gonna run out soon, but yeah, this is a very, very fun to use the Rune of Swiftness for training, because holy crap, that is amazing. And now that I just suddenly recall something, oh wait, never mind, that wouldn't have worked. I was thinking about transferring my mage's Pinslar gloves, the tradable level 140 speed infusion gloves. I was thinking about transferring those to my Beast Tamer, but then I was like, wait, I'm only getting to 130, that wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, but the reason why I got the crit ring, honestly, I don't know why I got the critical ring, because the Sylph ring really does the job well, as I stated in my video 2 days ago. But I don't know, it's just nice to have the crit ring, and plus it was like, I needed the link skill, you know, especially some, oh, there it is, Fury Strikes. I looked at that and I was like, oh my god, it's here. But the thing about Ah, shit, I forgot what I was talking about. That Fury Strikes. Ah, that just makes me so excited. And I maxed it out immediately. I was like, dude, here it is. And I was happy to see that it wasn't lagging me just like it did like a year ago. So, yeah. Again, I don't know if it's because I have a gaming laptop now or what, but yeah. If you're not aware, I returned my Dell, the laptop that I had earlier. I returned it and I bought a MSI. The MSI specs are worse than the Dell's, but I like the MSI better. Well, so yeah. And as well, it was $100 cheaper, so that saves me $100, so I can spend it on something else, especially since I'm heavily on a budget now, being a college student and all. So yeah. And I really need to stop going on a tangent like that because I forgot what I was talking about. But over here, I decided to rebuff real quick, and yeah, I examined my equips a little, and I'm just like, okay, there's really nothing else I can put on except for that ring, which I still don't put on. Oh, because I'm only level 55. But yeah, this is when I finally decided to go to Drake's. All I really need is 15 levels. So I wasn't really, yeah, I dropped a return scroll and we start going to Drake's. So I move a little bit slowly because I have to control 2 computers at the same time, but I move, I guess it was okay, my movement speed. So yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, we're getting there eventually. And I do get KS'd once in Drake's, so that's interesting how that happens. But thankfully, because of the bear farting, it stopped the KSers. So yeah, don't worry, I don't KS this Yunwall, even though I could just change channels. And I found an empty channel during double EXP, surprisingly. So that's interesting. Usually when I train at Drake's, though, what I like to do is I like to bring a Kana, and I put the Kana on the bottom platform, and I just let the Kana Kishin, and the Kishin kills all the mobs on the bottom, so I only have to worry about 3 platforms. So it's convenient that way. And yeah, you see I moved the Phantom here, and there's an empty map, so I was just like, dude, it's an empty map. So I was pretty happy about that. The Fury Strikes actually was a little bit, it kind of obstructed my movement a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, I really enjoyed training in Drake's, even though it was only 15 levels. I got KS like once, but yeah, the guy eventually left, and the reason why he left was because I farted. The bear farts were just too strong for him. It's the same thing on my Fire Poison Mage, you know, like when I'm training and someone tries to KS me, I just fart through the whole map, and then they realize, dude, he just farted and it smells bad. No, I'm kidding. But they realize when I fart, what that basically does is all the mobs that spawn actually get hurt by my fart, and that eats the EXP, which essentially means I stole all the EXP and they kill the monster, but I get the EXP still. So that's what me farting in the map does. So yeah, you can see the guys going to enter my map soon, and oh, it's a Kana, of course. That Kana has DOT as well. But it's okay because I don't think they knew how to play Kana that well, because Kanas definitely could have KS'd to this map for sure, you know. The Kana didn't have Kishin, obviously, because if they did, they'd be in what is it called? They'd be in the other place, Romeo and Juliet. But yeah, and speaking of Romeo and Juliet, that's really the next place I go to for my training guide. So level 10 to level 46, we go to Legators, and yeah, level 46 to 670, we go to Drake's, and 70 onwards, we go to what is it called? Romeo and Juliet. Holy shit, I'm just brain farting. But yeah, it's definitely you can see the Kana there. He's just like doing his thing, and I'm just doing my thing. I'm just like, hammer time, and he's just like, okay, I should probably leave. I'm not getting much EXP. He's farting everywhere. So yeah, you can see the Kana tries to fart as well, but nope, Kana farts are not as good as Beast Tamer farts. And that's the thing about Beast Tamers actually that I really like, because I've seen some really funded Beast Tamers in Drill Hall 2, and they actually can take the whole entire map, and it's amazing. There's actually a Beast Tamer couple, like there's a couple named Mr. and Mrs. Teddy's in Windia, and you know, everybody knows them. They're like a famous couple per se. Like they don't smega or anything, but we know about them because they're everywhere. And when they train, both of them are just using that what is it called, that fish spin that beast tamers use, and they're just like taking the whole map. So it's pretty amazing how they can do that. So yeah, beast tamers are definitely great for training, even if you want to fund one and actually attack, you know. It's really the same thing with bishops and kanas as well, you know. Because imagine if you had a kana that could Kishin and hit like 10 mil per lines on the Kishin. And you know how Kishin does that ping pong effect where the ball goes back and forth? Hitting 10 mil per line, 2 balls left and right, that essentially means hitting 20 mil, and that's enough to kill a Drill Hall 2 mob. So just imagine a kana just setting Kishin and just killing the map, you know. Kanas are, for sure, if you fund it, it'll be amazing. Same with beast tamers, you fart on the map, and if you hit enough damage, the fart will just kill all the monsters. And same with bishops, because I think I said bishops, I don't know, I got tongue tied. But same as bishops, because especially with the bishop with like 30% extra EXP, yeah, amazing. And you see there, I just ditched my my HS, and that's really the reason why I didn't use yeah, I decided to get a respawn and a safety charm just in case I died. I don't know why I didn't get a buff freezer, because the buff freezer would save my EXP multipliers, but I guess I wasn't thinking straight at that time. So yeah, and 75 ability points, gotta put those in. So yeah, really deep breath. I really didn't use all the attacks though, and I was a little bit worried that I would run out of skill points, so I didn't max everything. But yeah, I found it to be pretty good, and I don't know why I didn't put those. Oh, okay, I put those there. I was like, dude, put your ability points. So yeah, let's see, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm still using a level 10 weapon, by the way. So I decided, you know what, level 10 weapon is kind of weak. We should probably get a level 60 weapon. So finally, a good replacement. I got 2k range from that, pretty good. And yeah, surprised that my gloves actually, my brown work gloves actually have more range than the beast tamer gloves, which is kind of weird, because my brown work gloves give 27 weapon attack, I think 27, something like that. So it's a little bit weird, but yeah, we decided to go to Romeo and Juliet. And the reason why I didn't use a kana was because you know, it was gonna be quick to get to level 70, and as soon as I got there, I could just not use my kana, not use my HS, and we'll just go straight to Romeo and Juliet. And even if my party doesn't have a kana or anything, or an HS, you know, it doesn't really matter, because the mobs just do so much. Yeah, and I don't know how long it actually takes me to get a party. I think it was pretty quick actually to get my first party, but then the other parties, I really took me some time. So yeah, oh, there we go, got invited already. And I think we go to channel 17. That's really the channel that I defaulted to this whole video, because it was weird, because last time I trained during double EXP, I just decided to log on randomly and train my mechanic that I made a series for like a year ago, Let's Play Mechanic. That will be returning sometime soon, FYI, wink wink. But yeah, I just went to train my mechanic just for fun, because I was just like, hey, I really don't feel like doing anything, and I just went to train the mechanic, and it was double EXP, and I found that every single channel in Romeo and Juliet was taken, so that was kind of weird. And I took screenshots, and I was like tracking people, and it was like a Kerning City kind of feel with a Kerning Party Quest, so that was interesting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to skip some part of the video here, because it takes us a while before we actually get a 4th party member and before we actually go in. Alright, here we are, and I think it's a good thing that I actually cut the recording there real quick. In case something crashed, then at least I would have that saved. So yeah, that's good. And here we are in Romeo and Juliet, so it's fast. And I was eager to test my damage out. I knew beast tamers could definitely KS and everything, but I didn't know how strong it was going to be. So yeah, so I do KS some of my party members. Like, I try not to, of course, you know, I don't want to just KS them, you know. Like the Luminous was above me. You'll see when we get to that stage. When the Luminous is above me, like, I try to not use my big attacks, I guess you can say, like the fish spin. Eventually I do get the fish spin. I try not to use it, because that actually hits their mobs and everything, but yeah, like, I try not to use it, you know, but it happens sometimes. So yeah, But the Luminous was a good sport about it, and every time they went on the ropes, I would use it because I would have to keep the spawn going. But every single time they were going up to train again, I stopped using the attack so they could train. So yeah, that was good. And oh shit, I'm just remembering the what is it called? The leopard skills, because back when I trained my first Beast Tamer, I couldn't actually level it until I just run straight to the right and I just take a spot immediately, because it's really all about establishing a spot. So I established a spot as soon as I could. But when I first trained my first Beast Tamer, I found it to be a struggle in the sense that it was so laggy, so I had to use the leopard mode, and I was training at Mr. Lee's, and I felt like if I didn't have Mr. Lee's, I probably wouldn't have made my Beast Tamer like to level 120 like I did. So I'm glad that I finally got it there. And you see I finally get a skill point in Lil Fort, and Lil Fort is pretty good. Like if I wanted to chaos that Luminous, I could just summon Lil Fort on the top and that Luminous would just be like, dude, I can't attack. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was pretty useful. I like the fact that Beast Tamers have so many ways to just set things up. And this is really good because looking at a Beast Tamer now, I have a friend named Oscar, or Olivia, whatever you like to call him or her, but yeah, it's an inside joke, that watches my videos, so hey, what's up? But they're maining a Beast Tamer, and yeah, they were like asking me, hey, I'm feeling not so motivated about playing Beast Tamer, help motivate me. And I said this to them, so I'll just post a quick picture up of what I said to them. Thought it was a pretty interesting comment. But yeah, like just looking at Lil Fort, looking at the farting that the Beast Tamer can do, looking at the hammer mode, which is really fast, looking at all these things, Beast Tamer is actually pretty good. I'm looking at them and they look really good in terms of a setup for how you can fight Hell Gulux. Imagine just all the mob control that a Beast Tamer could potentially have, as well as just hammering away at Gulux. It's definitely they're definitely could be good if you fund them. The one big gripe that I do have about Beast Tamers that I do wish, if I don't know about the Maple Leaf Council, if there's like a Beast Tamer counselor or not. I haven't really looked into it, but I feel like something that could really improve Beast Tamers is giving them the ability to move while using the hammer attack for bear mode, because I feel like if you exit bear mode, there's like an animation exiting delay, and entering Furious Wipes, fine, you have that startup delay. Like Hurricane for Bowmaster also has a startup delay, so that's understandable. But like the ending delay, I feel like that's really going to impact a lot on Beast Tamer's DPS, as well as the fact that they can't move already. So if a Beast Tamer wants to do something like Chaos Vellum, where they have to constantly move and constantly start up and end the hammer combo, Beast Tamers really can't do it that well. So I feel like if there is like a Beast Tamer counselor out there, that's personally what I feel like would be a huge improvement on the character in terms of making it actually competitive and actually able to inflict some real damage. And there's something interesting that I was thinking about when I was training, and you can see on the control button, that's the button that I use for the bear's farting attack, and you see as soon as the fire ends, that's really when the cooldown ends as well. So you see the fire is gone and the cooldown's gone, and I fart again. Something interesting on my Demon Avenger is the fact that if you have a cooldown cutter potential on your hat, you can have it on your hat, you can have like 3 seconds of it. You can theoretically have more, but that's not reasonable. So you can have like a cooldown cutter on your hat, which basically means that, and I lag every single time I level up, but it basically means that you get to what is it called? The cooldown gets cut basically. So I'm thinking, like, is it possible to fart twice if you have like a cooldown cutter? Because if that's possible, like, I don't know, because I don't play Beast Tamer like as a main, and I don't really know other Beast Tamer mains right now that have the hat. So if there is a Beast Tamer main out there that's watching my video, I'd love to know if you can actually get a cooldown cutter potential on like Fish Slap and the fire attack, and if you can actually use 2 fire, like 2 farts, because that's pretty interesting. Because if you can do that, you can like really just take over the whole entire map for sure. Like that's just crazy. Imagine having that for this map. Like this Beast Tamer could theoretically just take the whole entire the whole entire map for what is this called, Romeo and Juliet. Like, you can imagine just farting twice, using a fish slap, summoning your little fort, you know. That's just insane. You could literally just kill every monster in this whole entire map, and just imagine the EXP. That's just like amazing. But again, you know, if there is a Beast Tamer counselor out there, try to get Beast Tamer the ability to move while doing the hammer attack, because that'll help Beast Tamers so much, for sure. So, you know, that would be my fix for making a Beast Tamer a competitive boss, or at least, you know, because Beast Tamers, yes, they're amazing, you know, like, it's the same thing as Bishop, really. And Bishops, my biggest gripe about Bishops is really, yeah, see, I go up there and I start attacking because the Luminous is gone. I summon the little fort, and it really, you know, does work. It just kills everything. But my biggest gripe about Bishop is the fact that when they're attacking with Angel Ray, they can't telecast, you know, and that kind of thing lowers their DPS because they can't really dodge that well, and they can't move that well in bossing. And it's the same thing with Beast Tamer, you know, their Beast Tamer's attack, they can't really move while using it. And Nexon is fixing Angel Ray. Now you can telecast with Angel Ray in KMS, so that'll come to GMS sometime soon, probably in like 6 months, which is somewhat soon, you know, something to look forward to. So I'm thinking to myself, if they fixed Bishops, they should fix Beast Tamers as well. So that's a little bit of optimism for that. So Oscar, you're asking me, you're a little bit doubtful about playing Beast Tamers. Don't be that doubtful, because I honestly feel like Beast Tamers are a great character. They're pretty comprehensive in terms of what they can do, especially you know, Beast Tamer. Like, way back, or not way back, but back before we could get anything above 999 of your main stat on the status window, you know, like a Xenon, for example, Xenons would have a huge advantage in the fact that even if they leveled up past level 200 or whatever level it is, they would be able to put their skill points, because Xenons have 3 of all stats, you know. But like something like a Phantom, you only get 999 luck, and that's it, you know. Every other character, and that's the thing. That's the same thing about Beast Tamers, in the fact that they have so many different skills. You can keep on leveling up to 250 and just keep on maxing all your skills, and that's really cool about a Beast Tamer, especially since they're so good at training. So I feel like Beast Tamer is definitely a good character to invest in. So if you're thinking about investing in the Beast Tamer, they're kind of right now in terms of bossing, but they will get better. I honestly feel like they're gonna get better. And here's Fish Slap, you know, just as I was excited about the Fury Strikes, here's Fish Slap. And as I'm putting my skill points in the key config, I decide to fart so I can actually kill something. So let's use Fish Slap, and you can see it kills everything. And it hits the top row as well. So I try not to do it when I'm directly above or directly under the Luminous over there, because then I would just steal all their mobs and they wouldn't be able to get any XP, which would be pretty rude. But yeah, it's doing a lot of damage, and I totally forget, you know, like I do it here and I'm just like, oh shit, I should stop, so I just stopped. So yeah, I was like, oh damn, that's not good. But the Luminous was a good sport about it, and even if they weren't, I wasn't going to KS them. So yeah. And I don't know, I just like low level training, which is probably why I just randomly trained my mechanic the other day. Again, I mentioned something really short about that. I do have some good gear for the Dex Pirates, and Dex Pirates really do interest me, except for Angelic Buster, cough cough, Dream Buster, cough. I don't like Angelic Busters, I'm sorry Dream. But yeah, Dex Pirates really do interest me, so that's why I bought like an Empress hat with 24% Dex. It was like an amazing buy, because I was like, dude, this is so rare. I've never seen one of these in so long, so I bought it for sure, you know, I bought it and I was so happy I did. So now what I can do with that hat is, yeah, there's the fish strike, or the fish spin. I try not to do it under the Luminous. But yeah, and the Luminous is nice to me as well. They try not to use reflection. I don't know if they're level 100 or not yet, but they don't use reflection. So, you know, both of us, we try not to get into each other's personal space. So yeah. But as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. I need to stop doing that. It's like the 3rd time in this video. But yeah, I forget, and I go ahead and turn on my EXP buffs. I forget to rebuff as well, and I finally go ahead and do that. So that's nice. So the Let's Play Mechanic series that I'm doing, that I stopped doing, a long time ago. I was doing it like, I think it was like my second year of college or something. It was a while ago. I'm going to bring that back sometime soon, and the reason why is because I really do enjoy low level training. I don't enjoy the aspect of high level training per se, because it just feels so monotonous and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Low level training, you know, you can train and you hit a monster, you gain like 2%, you know, it feels so much easier. But yeah, Jamie, for because Jamie, it's an inside joke. We call him Jimmy, even though his name is Jamie. He wants to be the best mechanic in Windia, and he's just like, Dennis, don't fund a mechanic. If you fund it, then you're gonna steal all the gear, and because Dex gear is just hard to find in general. So yeah. But I will play a mechanic to 200. I will enjoy the extra buff duration that I get from the character card. But really mechanics, I guess I'll talk a little bit about them. Mechanics, if you're interested in knowing why mechanics are going to get nerfed in the recent KMST patches, yes, mechanics are unpopular. Yeah, I see she's hanging on the rope, so I'm just like, okay, I guess I can attack since you're not doing anything. But mechanics are not exactly popular. So because they're not exactly popular, no one really thinks that they're going to be overpowered or anything, but the real truth is mechanics are really on the top of the DPS charts if you think about it. Because they can use 2 attacks at the same time. Their mobbing ability is amazing. You don't have to, you know, you look at it and you go, dude, that is really amazing. Because all you have to do is hold down a button and you can just left, right, left, right, left, right. And you just hold down the button and you can really train. So training is easy on a mechanic, and bossing is not easy on a mechanic. It definitely involves not a bit of skill, a lot of skill. But for sure, it's definitely a rewarding character to play. So, yeah, the reason why mechanics are getting nerfed though is because of how fast they attack. Their mobbing is amazing and their bossing is just insane. So yeah, that's why they're getting nerfed. In KMS, people really do utilize mechanics a lot. In GMS, not really. But unfortunately for Jimmy, yeah, that's why mechanics are getting nerfed. But nonetheless, I will enjoy playing a mechanic. I will bring that whole series back where, you know, I do stuff like this where I really just sit down and talk, you know, just like this. And if you want to know where my inspiration came from doing something like this, it really came from Aussie Style 93, and it's his videos. Really, I really enjoy his videos a lot. You know, like when I was working, because the reason why I haven't been uploading videos was, you know, I've been busy for like a long time, because I've been working for 12 to 15 hours a day. It's insane, including the drive, which takes like 45 minutes to drive there and back. I've been working for a long time, so normally I would have been able to upload videos, but you know, like my internet was also down. I also had a whole bunch of issues in terms of not being able to find a place to live. You know, like if I can't live somewhere, YouTubing is not the first thing on my mind, because I really can't get a solid internet connection to upload a video in the first place. So that's why I didn't upload a video for a while. But I've solved my housing problems and all that. And while I was working my 12 to 15 hour job per day, I was really just on YouTube and just listening to music, and I found some really good songs, some remixes. If you know about Nightcore, if you don't know about them, I suggest you search them up, because I really enjoyed the music a lot. And I run over here and I'm just like, hey, look, there's no one's over here. So I decided to just go to the left side and just take the whole left side to myself. And then that Luminous is like, okay, I guess I'll just take the right side. But Nightcore, I guess I will play a short clip of one of my favorite songs from Nightcore. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's an old song. It's like 3 years old at least, even older than that. But I really like the song. So I'll play a short clip, and if you like it, I'll leave a link in the description below, so you guys can actually listen to the full song. And I suggest you, if you want to just, you know, go through their playlists. They have some amazing songs. If you really want, I could like organize a playlist for you guys, you know, just like not post it on my channel per se, because it's obviously not my content and I can't take credit for something like that. But if you're interested in like my music tastes or anything like that, I'll definitely post like a playlist or some songs that I recommend for you guys, because I do feel like I have a pretty diverse taste in music. You know, like one of my old Let's Play Phantoms, or one of my old Road to the Strongest Phantom videos, I remember playing country music and people were like, oh, you listen to country? And actually I had a little meetup with some of my viewers like last weekend. I met two of my viewers that watch my videos, Katie and Claire. I met them both, and it's kind of weird how because I've met quite a few of my viewers. Like when I mean quite a few, I mean like 5 people, and it's kind of interesting how yeah, pace wrong, I love my tan lines. I just typed that in the buddy chat. But it's kind of interesting how on my YouTube analytics it shows that like 95% of my viewers are male. Yeah, I've met like only female viewers as of late, or only female viewers in general. I haven't met any male viewers. But there was actually one guy who messaged me on YouTube, and he was just like, hey, I think I saw you in my pharmacy school interview, and you know, I don't know if it was a dude or not, but they just told me they saw me on the interview. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah. And Bear Reborn, just so I can level up my bellowing trumpet, needs more farts, and yes, the power of the farts have increased. But yeah, I was going on a bit of a tangent. While I was working my long ass job, you know, like I was watching a lot of YouTubers, and really as I was watching these YouTubers, you know, it just made me feel like, you know, it made me feel like I was homesick, in the sense where I missed doing YouTube videos, you know, and I really missed it. And that's why I'm here now, uploading a whole hour-long video. And I don't know if this, I'll probably just upload this as one part. Screw it, I don't care, you know. I really don't want to split the video, because if I split the video, like, it'll just be like, oh look, I'm trying to make more money from AdSense, you know, although I really don't make money from AdSense. But you know, I really don't want to split the video. It might be hard for you guys to watch. I don't know if that's the case. If it's like a whole hour-long video, people might not be motivated to watch it. So I don't know, I'm not sure what I'll do. But hey, I really don't care that much about how many views I get or anything like that. I just want to make videos for people so they can enjoy them. That's really it. So I'll probably just upload this whole thing as one video. And yeah, I don't know. But I've been watching a lot of 2 YouTubers in particular. The first one, Maki Tamaki, and the second one, Vegemite Style 93. And I've really been enjoying their videos. And as I stated earlier about the Let's Play Mechanic series, my series is really inspired by Aussie Style 93, and the series that I found inspiration from was his Let's Play Jet series. And he did that series like years ago, like 2012, back when jets first came out. He's like one of the first level 200 jets in Belican, so I think he was like 3rd place in Belican, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, I just you know, I watch his videos. I really like the way he does them, and he just commentates and he just talks, he rambles, and you guys get to watch him level. And I really like that whole aspect of what he does, and that's where I really found my inspiration, and that's why I wanted to do something like this, where I just level up a mechanic or anything like that. I really think that he's also the guy that really sparked my interest in Dex Pirates as well. But back to that discussion. I bought a 24% Dex hat, which an Empress hat, so it's a pretty old school hat, and I was just like, dude, this is so cool. It's an old school hat, and it was just like a good hat as well. It's 24% Dex, you know, you can't go wrong with that. So I have some other Dex gear. I also have a tradable VIP gun, so it's just like all this old school gear that I have. And I'm going to try to level up a Corsair to 210, and the reason why is because this Corsair used to be my Cannoneer. So although it's a Corsair, it also gets the Cannoneer Link skill, which is awesome. So I figured if I can level it to 200, I might as well just go the extra mile and bring it to 210. So that's what I'm going to do there. So I'll bring that to 210, and plus as well, when you get to 200 on the character cards, it gives you extra % summon duration, which is nice. Not really sure what I'll use the summon duration for, but it's just cool to have, I guess. It just feels good to have it. As well as me doing a jet to 200. It really is kind of like a tribute to Lou's old series as well, because I really enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, and that's really why I also want to play mechanic. Not like the mechanic is amazing in the sense where it has like well, the mobbing is amazing. It's gonna be easy to level, and I really wanted to play it before it gets nerfed anyways. So yeah, I'm not sure what we do here. I think it actually takes us a very long time to get a party, so I'm gonna pause this real quick and I'm just gonna fast forward through the footage, or not fast forward, I'll just cut through the footage until we get back in. So yeah, so I didn't cut through all the footage, but you can just see I'm getting some of my new equips, and I finally decided to put my decent haste shoes on, which is really helpful, especially since as a beast tamer we don't have that much speed and jump. So now with more speed and jump, that's pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm definitely going to enjoy the whole aspect of leveling a character to 200. It feels a little bit retro in that sense, but not only that, it's just like I won't be able to one-hit kill the monsters, you know, like I won't be able to one-hit kill things, but I will still try to level it to 200. You know, it won't be too difficult, of course, because 200 isn't exactly like something that's insane anymore. It used to be insane, but not anymore. So like that was like 3 years ago, or even longer than that, but I didn't play the game for that much, so I wouldn't know exactly. But there we go, little table flip. Finally get to use a table flip. So awesome. I love that. It's just so cool, and it only has a 15-second cooldown. Unfortunately, it's not the best attack to use, but I'm sure if you're in something like I don't know, probably like if you're an Empress, you could use that. Probably not. You probably would still use the Fury Strikes as a beast tamer. I don't know when that would be useful, but hey, it's a cool attack. But yeah. So yeah, that's playing beast tamer. I really enjoyed it a lot, and we're almost at 120. At 120, the reason why I get it there is really because I play a lot of mains. You know, I play a lot of main characters, and my goal is to fund a whole army. I know you guys only know 2 of my main characters, maybe like 3 or 4 of them, because I've kind of introduced them to my channel, but like not really. So what I really want to do is I really want to just fund a whole army of characters, and I really think that would be cool. It's just like more casual than anything. I feel like me being funded, me having this much money now, it's made me more of a casual player. You know, you would think if I had this much money on YouTube that I would be, or not YouTube, like this much money in the game, I would be like, oh my god, I'm addicted to the game. But no, like I'm actually pretty chill in the game, where I don't, you know, I log in when I feel like it. I don't boss all the time. You know, I boss when I feel like it. I train when I feel like it, and I really like that whole entire idea, where now I'm more of a casual player than anything else. You know, it really makes it feel more relaxed for me, and I really like that. So yeah. So yeah, the reason why I'm leveling a beast tamer is because I have 5 mains, and I want to get to level I want to get 100% critical on some of my mains. So the beast tamer gives 7% critical, and you know, 7% is pretty good. So yeah, that's what I do there. The table flip, you can see, it's really cool, but it's such a slow attack, you know, so I don't like the aspect of it being so slow. The animation delay is a little too big. I'm sure you could use it in like Chaos Vellum, right before Vellum goes down. You could use that if you're standing in a good location. You can use that, hit Vellum for a lot of lines, and if you're standing in a good location, you're not going to die. And you see, as soon as this space opens, I run straight to the right. You know, I don't let anybody take my spot. If you know, quote unquote, take my spot. It's not my spot per se, but yeah, you gotta claim a spot as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you won't have a spot and you'll just be standing around. So yeah, that Night Lord is pretty funded. If you saw, he had the monotone damage skin. It was the damage skin that I talked about earlier in this video that I really liked. So yeah, he has a monotone damage skin, pretty cool. And I really like that damage skin. And as I was saying with this event, I want to farm boxes, and if I can farm these boxes, then I can actually get a monotone damage skin from the coin store for cheap, or not for cheap, for free. So that's really nice to have. So you know, if you guys want the monotone damage skin as well, you don't have like 500 mil to pay for it, that's the way to get it. You can just get it for pretty cheap. So yeah. And I don't know about my other party members. I don't know how fast they're leveling, but I think I'm like actually much higher level than they are. Looking at the Neo-Horoids, however you pronounce that, my screen's not that big right now, so I can't see their whole name. But looking at the mobs, you can tell that the mobs are lower level than me, but they're not 99 yet. Maybe they are. I think they're like 89. I can't really see it, but that's probably because my party members are still somewhat low. They're on double EXP from the event, but they're probably not on like other EXP multipliers. So yeah, like I'm not exactly a leveling god or anything. I don't have like, you know, the spirit of the pendant or anything like that. I'm more of a casual person that plays the game. But yeah, it was, yeah, again, it's just relaxing. I like this whole idea of me being a casual, you know, instead of me being like a stressed out bosser who's always bossing, always farming, always trying to make money. I like this a lot better, you know, because from what I've been examining, I've been watching other people, you know, sometimes I just sit around and watch other people, and you know, they're always stressed out. They're always like farming, they're always farming their items and all that, and they're always like trying to merch, and whenever there's a good merch that comes out, they're always like, oh my god, it's a good merch, and they try to screw someone over, lie about a price check so they can get a good merch or something, you know. Like, I like this better, where I don't put too much emphasis on the game, but you know, like when I mean by that, I don't mean like, oh, I'm quitting or anything like that. I'm just like more relaxed, and I like that a lot because it takes away the stress. It really does take away the stress. Because believe me, when you play 5 characters and you feel obligated to log on to all 5 characters every day, that is stressful. So I'm glad that I don't have to deal with logging on to all 5 characters. Usually I log on to like 1 or 2, or sometimes I don't even log on anymore, but yeah. So, let's see. I talked about a lot of stuff, but I'm not even sure what I talked about. But, yeah, real soon I will be moving. I will be going to a new house, and this will be amazing. I have some great news for you guys. I quit YouTube for a while. Like, I didn't explicitly say like I quit YouTube, but you know, you guys, I'm sure the people that have been waiting for my videos have noticed that I haven't been uploading. And I really stopped YouTube, and I don't know if you can tell now, but I'm pretty exhausted. I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of packing, a lot of all that, because I will be moving like in 2 days. We're gonna go for a very long drive. I'm going to my sister's apartment, and we're gonna chill at her place. She lives like 4 hours away, and then after I chill at her place for a while as like a rest stop, we're going to continue the trip, and we're going to go to my place, you know, because both of us are at university. We're at different universities and all that. She's going for a doctorate degree because she wants to be a medical doctor. I'm going for a pharmacy degree. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But the reason why it's a bit of a personal reason, I guess, but the reason why I stopped doing YouTube was because of financial aid. And, you know, like financial aid, I can't say they screwed me over, because they didn't screw me over, but like we were expecting to get a lot more money from them, and we didn't get that money. So, you know, that's why at the last second I was like, oh my god, I have to work this job, you know. So that's why I started working 12 to 15 hours a week or a day, and that's really why I quit YouTube for that short amount of time, because like financial aid didn't give enough money, and I needed to get some extra money. So that's what I did there. And you see I'm level 120. I leave here and I'm just like, oh, awesome, you know. And I didn't know that there was like a Maple Warrior skill over there. I was like, oh, what's that? That's interesting. But yeah, that's why I quit YouTube for a while, but I'm back. And I also have some really good news, because I was going to quit YouTube again for the next month. Like the whole month of August I was going to quit YouTube, and I'm happy because I don't have to quit anymore. So what happened was I didn't have a house to live in for the next month or so. Like I could live at my sister's place, but then well, I'd be a freeloader because my sister has roommates as well, and I'm not exactly, there's no room for me there, so I'd be a freeloader there. Even if I was going to pay for rent, it would be inconvenient for them. But yeah, you see I logged back in here and I'm just like, oh, we have a Beast Tamer ring, don't we? So I was just like, we have a ring event. I should probably get to level 130, so that's what I do. But I guess this is like a bit of personal information about my own life, so I didn't want to state this at the beginning of the video. So for all my actual dedicated viewers who are still here, you guys will get to know a little bit about myself and what I've been doing. But yeah, I didn't have a place to live for the next month of August, and because of that I was going to quit YouTube for a whole another month. And thankfully there was like, I'm not religious, so just, you know, I don't want to talk about my religious affiliations or anything, but I'm not religious. But there's a Christian apartment. It was like a Christian apartment that the school is, they're affiliated with the school, and they offered temporary housing to some of us people there. So I'm really happy about that. And this Christian apartment place, you know, I'm not Christian, I'm not even religious, but they offered the apartments out, and I heard they give free food every Thursday, so that's really gracious of them. And I'm really happy that they offered me an apartment so I can stay temporarily until my other apartment opens. So the month of September and onwards I will have a place to live, but August I didn't, and they are providing me housing. Of course I have to pay for it, but you know, that's obvious because they are still a place of business, you know. And even if they didn't want me to pay, I would want to pay because that would just be messed up for me living there for free. But amazing that they would do this. And the reason why I was going to quit YouTube was not because I didn't have a house to stay in per se, but because if I didn't have a place to stay in, I would have to go to a hotel. And I'm not against living in a hotel, but the problem is, especially if you guys have been to a hotel, you'll know that the internet in a hotel is really bad, you know. And what that translates to is I literally cannot upload a video. In order to upload a video, you have to have a certain speed on the internet, and the hotel internet speed simply does not have that capability to upload a video. So that's why if I was going to live in a hotel for a whole month, I had to quit YouTube for a whole month. But I'm thankful that now I get to live in a student apartment, and especially in a student apartment, you know, they have reasonably fast internet. So or at least I'm assuming they have a reasonably fast internet speed, so that's good. So I should be able to upload YouTube videos for this month of August and onwards, so that'll be amazing. So that's really you know, that's really what I've been up to, why I quit YouTube. I didn't have a place to live. I also, during Miracle Time, something interesting, during Miracle Time, around that time, I got attacked by a hacker. I don't know why the hacker wanted to attack me, because, you know, I'm not exactly the kind of person that messes with other people, or you know, I really don't. Again, as I said, I'm more of a casual person. I don't incite fights. I don't do anything like that. So it was interesting to me why a hacker would attack me. But they disconnected my internet for the Miracle Time. So what I had to do then was, because they disconnected my internet, there were 3 Miracle Times, 3 hours of it, but 2 hours of the Miracle Time were in like midnight, so you know, I really couldn't participate in those hours. But one of the Miracle Times was during like 4 p.m. It was like 4 to 5 p.m. Central Time, Texas, and during that time I went to a tea house. And that's really where I recorded my video, and it was pretty funny. It'll be a funny video. You guys will see it and you'll be like, oh, this is pretty funny. Because in the video, yeah, in the whole entire video, like, yeah, you can look at my MP, and look on the bottom right of the screen. You'll see I have 0 ginger ale. At around this time I logged off and everything, and I passed all the ginger ale back to my other account, and it was really a actual concern. Because when I get to 120 to 130, I don't have any potions. So to me, it was like a mental battle. Like, can I get to level 130? Can I level up before my MP runs out? You know, I had some MP potions, which is good. It was never a real problem, but, you know, so yeah. But, the tea house video, like, the blenders, because they're making drinks, of course. So they're making a whole bunch of drinks, and there's just a lot of noise from the blenders. A baby was crying in one portion of the video as well, and like, there were people staring at me because I was just commentating, and you know, like, I was holding up the microphone to my mouth. Like, I have a snowball microphone, if you know what that looks like. It looks like a legit microphone when you hold it to your mouth, so I'm sure some people knew that I was commentating some sort of gameplay, so it wasn't too weird, but you know, yeah. Maybe I should have worn like headphones to make it look like I was in a Skype call or something. That would have made it less weird, but some people were like staring at me like, what the hell is he doing here? So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, the hacker attacked me, so all that really did was it obviously inconvenienced me, and it obviously made it so that my Miracle Time experience was a bit more stressful because I only had 1 hour. Because usually what I do for Miracle Time is I cube. Like, I cube one time, and then after I cube one time, there's like a whole 12-hour gap between the first and the second Miracle Time. Or not a 12-hour gap, but there's a long time for the gap, right? So during that gap, I usually just sit around and look at the items in my inventory. I examine them slowly, and I make the decisions that need to be made to upgrade my gears. And I didn't have that time. All I had was, like, I didn't even have internet to begin with. So I went to the tea house, and immediately, as soon as I went to the tea house, that's the first hint of internet that I had in a long time. So I went to that tea house, and I was just like frantically looking through all my equips, trying to organize the equips that I had scattered between 5 accounts, and I was just trying to see what I needed to cube, what I didn't need to cube. And looking back at it, I messed up on a couple things, like I messed up on a couple things that I regret. One superior ring and one reinforced ring. Everything else I feel like I did a good job. But yeah, it really inconvenienced me in that way, but it didn't stop me. I still recorded the video, so you guys will definitely have a Miracle Time video. I know a lot of people ask me about that. Yes, there will be a Miracle Time video because I recorded it, It's not going to stop me, And even when I was recording, I was on Cherry Tigers and someone was trying to disconnect me on Cherry Tigers. Thankfully, they don't watch my videos, so they didn't know my other accounts' IGNs, so I was able to hide on my Demon Avenger and they didn't attack me there, so that's nice. So yeah, like, someone was really trying to not let me do Miracle Time, because after Miracle Time was over, they stopped bothering me, so it was pretty obvious that they just didn't want me to cube. So yeah, but I don't know why. I don't remember doing anything wrong to anybody, but hey, whatever. Sometimes people just want to bother you for no reason, and well, you just gotta deal with it. And thankfully, I was able to hide on a mule, and they weren't able to bother me anymore, so that was good. And thankfully, I was on a different IP address as well, so they weren't able. I don't know if they were the same person or not. I don't know if it was like the same hacker. All I know is someone was trying to prevent me from doing what I was doing, but they couldn't stop me the whole way through. And that's not a statement to encourage you to try again, so please don't try again, because that was pretty bothersome. But yeah. So the next week of my life or so is going to be pretty hectic. Not the next week, the next month or so, because I will be living in a town that's far away from my actual place, and there's a whole bunch of new different things going on. New school, new faces. I don't have anybody that I'm actually familiar with. I don't know any of my roommates. I've been assigned a few roommates. I don't know who they are or anything. In fact, like, I asked for all male roommates, but one of my roommates is named Kim. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's a male or female, because I know I have some male friends named Kelly. So it's commonly a female name, but yeah, I don't even know. So it's a whole bunch of different things that I'm not even sure what's gonna happen, and like finally got housing. That's good. And I'm not really sure what's gonna happen for pharmacy school, and I have to study for a big it's like a drug card test. I'm supposed to study for that as well. So yeah. And I started using Facebook again because a lot of pharmacy students are finally using Facebook. And well, not finally, I just kind of stopped using Facebook personally, but turns out I don't have to use Facebook, but there's a whole bunch of interesting resources that are online for Facebook, like flashcards, and there's even like a community pharmacist that's on Facebook that's offering help for anybody. So it's definitely amazing to have all these resources available, because like when you're an undergrad, people look at you like, okay, you could be somebody that fails and you could be somebody that succeeds, but most likely you're going to fail. Statistically, you're going to fail. So most people look at undergrads just like, whatever, If you tell somebody you're a pre-pharmacy, they're just going to be like, whatever. But if you tell somebody you're a pharmacy student, they actually, like, the faculty in pharmacy schools actually want you to succeed, and that is, it's amazing that people will actually help you. Like the departments. This problem is only exclusive to pharmacy students, and I don't know about other students, like if other medical programs or anything like that. All I know is the undergrads will not have this problem. If this was like an undergrad problem, it probably will still get solved since there's so many undergrads. But there's like only 100 of us pharmacy students out there, and well, for P1s at least. So there's probably like 400 or so pharmacy students that have this problem, and they were able to actually provide us with accommodations for extra housing. So it's just like, it's so cool to have that, where people will actually go out of their ways to help you, and it's just like, it's amazing to have that kind of thing. And as well as just on YouTube, people go out of their way to just talk to me, and I do apologize if I don't respond always, because sometimes I get distracted, other times I'm not even there, I'm just AFK or whatnot. And I'm usually multitasking. Sometimes I'm like packing up my stuff in my room, and as I'm packing, I'm on Maple and I'm talking sometimes, and like sometimes it makes it feel like I'm ignoring somebody. But yeah, really happy that people go out of their way to help me like that. It's such a blessing, and that's just amazing that kind of thing happens. And looking at this video, almost 226 or 126, my bad. And yeah, this was really the long stretch from 120 to 130. It took a while. The EXP curve was really starting to climb, but of course, you know, that's natural, and if it was so easy, then it wouldn't be rewarding. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And as well, the people in the party were talking. I didn't really communicate with them because I really just wanted to get to 130 so I could call it a day. And it took, I don't know how long this training took, but of course this video was like an hour or something long. So not exactly amazing. I'm sure Jin could have leveled faster than me, but yeah, well, I feel like, you know, I did a decent job, so I was pretty happy about that. And I should stop using that table flip, because the table flip wasn't exactly that good. But the reason why I used the table flip was because the fish spin was on cooldown, and I just, you know, I was waiting for the cooldown to end, so I just used the table flip. So yeah, it did its job, so that's good. And the other two people stopped attacking because they're just like, why should we attack when we have two mobbers that can just take the whole thing? So the Kana does attack, which is good. Kana forgets to Kishin sometimes, but it's not really a big deal. So yeah. And well, speaking of mage classes, since we're talking so much about bishops, beast tamers, and Kanas, the Kinesis character just came out in KMS, and that's pretty interesting. So yeah, I don't know much about the Kinesis. I watched a couple videos. People are like, I had one person in my guild even saying that Kinesis is going to attack as fast as a Kaiser, and the person that told me this is Danny, and Danny actually plays a capping Kaiser, so he caps on a Kaiser. So I don't know if this is true or not, but if he plays on a Kaiser, he should know how fast a Kaiser attacks. So he's telling me that a Kinesis can attack as fast as a Kaiser. I don't know if that's true or not. Looking at the video, it doesn't really look like it's true, but you know, I could be wrong, because I remember when I first looked at Night Lords or Night Walkers, I looked at Night Walkers and people told me Night Walkers could attack crazy fast, and I was watching the videos and I was just like, this doesn't look that fast, you know, because they're only hitting 4 lines with their quad throw or whatever it's called. And obviously I was wrong because they're crazy fast. So yeah, but I guess we'll see about Kinesis. If it turns out to be a good character, I could just transfer my gear over and enjoy playing it for a while, because again, I'm more of a casual player, and besides, I have so many other characters that, you know, me losing my ability to play Fluffalo really isn't going to bother me, since I have like Cherry Tigers and other characters to turn to. And on topic about that, since some people are curious about this, or I don't know if they're curious or not, but they will be eventually, maybe, hopefully, if you guys follow my videos that come later on. This will be a little bit of a hint or a spoiler per se. I said that I was going to quit Cherry Tigers, but if you guys have noticed, Cherry Tigers is still here, you know, he's still here. And what I said was I was going to downsize Cherry Tigers' gears, but what happened is the miracle time about 4 months ago that happened, I was trying to cube my gears on to get some crappy gears. I was just like aiming for 15%, and I was just like, yeah, just give me 15% and I'll be done. What happened is I ended up with a lot more better gears than I imagined to have, and because my gears were even better than I imagined, what ended up happening is I decided to myself, we are going to play Nightwalker and Phantom at the same time, as well as the fact that the Phantom revamp is being announced. If you do watch a video of that Phantom that solo C-Val in 5 minutes, it's amazing, because the thing that you have to know about Phantoms is we don't have a burrowing hit, and in Chaos Vellum, what happens, like if you watch a Mercedes do Vellum, they will shoot with Ishtar's Ring, and it hits very fast, but as soon as Vellum goes down, as soon as Vellum's going down, the Mercedes stops doing Ishtar's Ring, and they do Wrath of Inreal. Wrath of Inreal has a lot of lines of damage, and the reason why they do that is so they can maximize as many lines as possible. Most every single job in MapleStory has something similar to this. You know, a Demon Avenger has 1,000 swords that level 170 hyper skill, which they can use as Vellum's going down. Night Lords have 4 seasons. You know, almost every character has something like that. Phantom doesn't have anything like that. So for Phantom to be able to solo C-Val in 5 minutes without a burrowing hit, it really says how fast they are. So that's really one of the reasons why I'm sticking on to Cherry Tigers, as well as the fact that the Miracle Time was just so amazing 4 months ago, and it allowed me to get so many gears that I didn't think I could get. So all those reasons put together, I am no longer quitting Cherry Tigers. We're going to be playing my Nightwalker Atrieve as well as Cherry Tigers at the same time. And if you guys are curious as to why I picked Atrieve as an IGN, it was really like, there's another guy on YouTube, or no, there's another guy, he actually is on YouTube, I think. He's like Lucid Liss's boyfriend, if you remember Lucid Liss. I think she's like a Dutch YouTuber. She stopped doing Maple videos, but she does like Vindictus videos. Lucid Liss, like her boyfriend, his IGN is also Atrieve. It's spelled Atreve or something like that, and mine's is spelled Atrieve or some, no, oh shit, I forgot to spell it. But our IGNs are spelled almost similar, except mine has an I and his does not, and that's literally it. So some people are accusing me of like copying his IGN. The inspiration for my IGN didn't actually come from his. I wasn't actually aware that he had that IGN, but it actually came from Aatrox, the YouTuber. I think his name is Steve. He's Vegemite Style 93's friend. And yeah, I really got the inspiration from his IGN because Aatrox just sounded so cool. I believe, like, my friend told me it was like a League of Legends character or something. I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is Aatrox just sounds so cool. And I really wanted an IGN that had the first syllable that's similar to Aatrox. So I went Atrieve, you know, I was like Aatrox, you know. That's really obviously they're not spelled similar in any way, but if you pronounce it and you kind of say it slowly, it kind of, you know, you can kind of see like why the inspiration was that. So yeah, a bit of a random thing. I don't know if anybody will actually make it through such a long video of me just rambling. I don't know if I'll play music in the background or not, because I'll have to balance all the music clips, and that just takes forever, especially in a whole hour video, because my music clips don't just auto balance themselves. You know, I try not to make my music drown my voice out, because, well, you know, if you were gonna listen to music, you can just listen to it. So I assume that people watch my videos because they want to listen to some sort of commentary. At least that's what I do when I watch other people's YouTube videos. So yeah. And along the topic of that, some people have asked me for shoutouts. I tried doing shoutouts in the past, but I found out that shoutouts were not only annoying but also ineffective. Instead of doing shoutouts, I feel like a better way is to do collaboration videos. So not anytime soon, but when I get to university, hopefully I'll have some spare time. You know, probably not, maybe I will, but I'll make some time. You know, I always try to. The only reason I had to quit YouTube was because I worked 12 to 15 hours. At that time, I really couldn't make any time because, you know, when you work that long and you have to drive like an hour and a half to get there and back, there's really no time left, you know. But I'll make some time, and we'll do some collabs with some people who want to, you know, some people who want to get more views or anything, because there are a lot of YouTubers out there who work very hard and they just don't get enough views. And you know, like I watch their videos and I think they deserve a lot more views than they get. So I definitely want to help promote some of the other YouTubers, because I do feel like this is a community. I don't feel like this is like a thing where we're competing against each other. I feel like we're here to support each other. We're all a small community, you know. I don't feel like, some people might feel threatened, like, you know, if you have like 4,000 subs and there's a guy with like 5,000 subs, you might be like, oh dude, he's gonna catch up to me or something. You know, I really don't feel like that. I don't really care about subs anyways. I don't ask people to subscribe or like my videos. It's all just like supporting each other, having fun. And my MP is about to run out, as always, for all 10 of these levels. But I really enjoy training the Beast Tamer. It is a character, of course. I top it off with a table flip, and I thank my party, even though I never talked to them. So, you know, I just thank them for having me. And yeah, oh, we only have 1 minute left on the clock anyways. Very long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And well, yeah, and there will be more to come. I do have a 4,000 subscriber special. I'm actually stoked. You know, I announced earlier, hey, I'm gonna have a 4,000 sub special, and all of a sudden I get like 4.4 thousand subs or something, and it's just like insane how so many subs. And also, I haven't really answered any YouTube comments, so after I upload this video, I will start answering comments again. You know, again, I'm sorry for being very slow and inconsistent with that, but yeah, I'll make sure to answer all the comments. You know, it's something that I've done ever since I started YouTube. I always answer all my comments, so it's something that I will continue doing because, you know, I upload these videos because I want to communicate with you guys, and it's always nice to have people's opinions. So in accordance to that, if you have like a favorite damage skin, you know, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'd like to know. If you have a favorite damage skin, please do tell me what it is, because I'm interested in knowing what you guys like as a damage skin. So yeah, anyways, that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you made it to the end of this video, you guys are pretty awesome. So I'll see you guys later.